Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my No.1 Sentai Gozyuger episode commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 37, Friendship Cross, Lord Kumade is a Fashionista. And remember, if you do enjoy what you see, please remember to like and subscribe and maybe even drop a comment. It just means a lot on a small channel like this. Now let's get into the episode. The episode opens in the No.1 world, where, at the request of Bouquet, a new AI is being created. Ribbon the Destructive. After a moment's shock, Bouquet squeals in glee as her little sister hugs her and puts a ribbon on her for being lovely, as she questions the fangs on Knife and Cake's chest and the lines on Fire Candle's face, before leaving to find more lovely things, with Bouquet following. As the Queen says, she was trying to make a human, but something's been wrong lately. Elsewhere, a woman carrying chestnuts trips, and Kumade changes to knock them all back in the basket as the wind blows his cape away. As Bear Kuma presents the lady with a bill for chestnut flower honey, but when Kumade goes back for his cape, it's gone. After the credits, Ribbon is exploring town, putting ribbons on everything she thinks is lovely, as she comes across Kumade's cape, quickly putting it on. At a clothes shop, Herrera is hanging up clothes, when a No1 enters saying the people aren't worthy of clothes and strips them down to plain black clothes, before introducing himself to Herrera as Fashion No.1. And as the No1 leaves the store, Herrera tells the people to take any clothes they want, but the No1's power stops them from putting anything on, as the store's manager comes in and fires Herrera for causing trouble. Back at Taiga Village, Kumade appears to be drunk on the stairs, surrounded by empty honey bottles, as Bear Kuma explains that his robe, a special one he got for winning the previous war, was stolen, as he swears to get it back before flying off. At a clothing store, the Rangers duel each other to put together the best outfit, with Rikuo dressing Herrera, Herrera dressing Kinjiro, Kinjiro dressing Ryuji, and Ryuji dressing Rikuo, but none appreciate the outfits they're put in. Meanwhile, Bear Kuma is looking for the robe when he's grabbed by Ribbon, who thinks he's lovely. But he sees she's wearing the robe, and he tries to pull it off her, until she tries to bite him with a hidden mouth. Back at the cafe, Kumade is still mourning his lost robe, as Bear Kuma falls to the floor looking beaten, and as Kumade checks on him, he drops a strap of gold from his mouth, as we get a flashback of Kumade giving Bear Kuma life, before back in present day, Kumade says Bear Kuma is more important than the robe, and he will keep getting stronger with him by his side. Meanwhile, at an outdoor theatre, Fashion No.1 has taken the clothes off a bunch of kids, as the four Gozyugers turn up, each throwing off a cloak, revealing their normal clothes, saying focusing on fashion has taught them that wearing their own clothes is best, as Fashion No.1 laughs and presents them with a Briton, wearing a combination of all their styles. As Fashion No.1 says, he's the best at fashion, so what he says goes, before being interrupted by Kumade, making an entrance with a brand new coat, calling it his coat of friendship. As the No.1 criticises it, Kumade explains he and Bear Kuma made it together, making it the best he has. And as he transforms, we get the announcer and cheerleaders, before all 6 Gozyugers begin to fight. Goju Wolf powers up with the Jetman ring, blasting the Briton, as Ribbon shows up and, using her dinosaur bite move, destroys the Briton as she introduces herself before calling in an Aiza. Piloting it, as Orca Booster appears, knocking the mech over, as Goju Wolf calls on Taiga Sword, and they combine, forming Taiga Sword Akatsuki. Using a ribbon, the Aiza steals the sword from Taiga Sword, swinging wildly until it's blocked by Taiga Sword's arm blade, and punching the mech down, recovers the sword, and performing Killer Whale Slash, finishes the Aiza. While on the ground, the Rangers evade a hat attack from the No.1, before Goju Polar continues attacking the No.1, as Bear Kuma appears with a matching coat, before the pair perform Finish Knuckle, destroying the No.1, and we get winner, Goju Polar. As Bouquet finally finds Ribbon, she notices the coat as Ribbon throws it away. Later, Kumade has his coat back with a note declaring them even from Bouquet. as Kumade says he liked the new coat. Goodburn turns up saying they completely forgot about him, until Kumade shows him the inside of the coat, bringing the giant mech to tears, soaking Kumade as the episode ends. Okay, so first off I want to say I did record everything yesterday before I started editing. I've been working, I got up extra early this morning to try and finish this off, only to find that my review at the end section had no sound, which is why I'm recording it now to try and get it in and get it uploaded before I go to work. Only 2 days late, you know. It's not easy trying to fit everything in. But yeah, it's been a hard one to sort of put my thoughts to, this one. I suppose on one thing, you know, I can say is the amphitheatre area where they confront the No.1. Although seemingly not the same place they have their fights. Strangely. But that amphitheatre area, I've pointed it out in my Duranger and Ranger videos. And it's back again, but this time it looks like it's had a whole renovation. And looks better than ever. But that is the same sort of outdoor theatre area that we've seen in, you know, early Duranger with Dora Sphinx and, you know, battles with Lady Necklace against the Durangers when they're trying to stop one tiger from being born. Upcoming video. Already done my script for that one. I'll be sorting that one out very shortly. But yeah, this episode's a bit of a mess, really. And while I don't know everything that's gone on, from what I've read and watched since I've seen this episode on Monday morning, it's become apparent that Maya, the actress who played Samino, or Goju Unicorn, has been sacked from her agency for underage drinking, because apparently she's 19 and the age of drinking is 20 in Japan. And because her agency sacked her, and, you know, TOEI have contracts apparently with the agencies and not the actors. Because the agency sacked her, they no longer have the rights to use her likeness. So they now have to edit her out of everything. Which explains the new intro, which used clips from the show in the introduction and took out most of the stuff that obviously we become accustomed to over the last, 9 months or however long it's been now. I've got to say I'm not happy with this. It all seems to go back to the rumours that were printed in a magazine that seems to be a cross between OK Magazine, Heat Magazine, and the National Enquirer. So basically, juicy celebrity gossip and not really caring about any proof. That no proof part is National Enquirer. You know, the celebrity gossip is the other two. You know, because apparently she was supposedly having an affair with the suit actor for Goju Wolf, I think it was. And, you know, it's like, oh, he's left because of the whole affair thing. And it's like, no, he left because of health issues. It was already known it was going to be his last Sentai that he was working on. But he just got worse quicker, so he left sooner. But yeah, all this has obviously had an effect on the actress. I can only wish her the best in whatever she ends up doing. And I hope that, you know, it doesn't completely derail her career if she can find something else. And I gotta say, the whole issue with her drinking underage, and now we've got Kumade, who really seems to be very drunk on honey. I mean, it's likely bad timing that this is the episode where where it's all happened. But damn. You know, it almost feels like a dig, even though obviously this was probably filmed months and months ago. I think they're supposed to be like 3 months ahead. Obviously there was no next number one battle segment, although apparently the TV station that was airing Boom Boomja did include it. It wasn't cut out from that. And we have got, floating around the internet, a next number one battle, which shows it was supposed to be a Samino episode next. So, what's going to happen? Nobody knows. And what it means for the rest of the series? Well, if they're not going to change anything or recast her or anything else, then it means every episode is going to be edited to remove Samino, the character. Although Goju Unicorn can still be there, albeit with what sounds like a very different voice actress, as we heard in this episode. As for the filming, rumours say that Gozyuger has finished filming, and they were actually like working on the Boom Boomja Gozyuger crossover movie. So whether that's going to be rewritten, recast, or just scrapped entirely, well, I'm sure we'll find out. As for the summer movie, no one's quite sure if we're going to get that, if it's going to be released or not. Some people are saying that TOEI should still be able to release it, no worries. Other people are saying TOEI won't be able to release it because it's got the actress in, which means all of us who never saw it at the cinema are never going to know the first Calamity battle. Which, considering they're the big bad and they suddenly came in, okay, they came in with the movie, and then they came in with Ray, and then we seem to have beaten them. They've just disappeared and we're back to like the No.1s again. We've got 12 episodes left. Are we actually going to get any sort of escalation here? Right, going to the end now. Yeah, just who knows? I know this is like put a lot of people off. A lot of people have said they're done with Gozyuger now, and I kind of understand where they're coming from. The show's been something of a mess going through this year, and you know, just it's just another thing that's like gone against this show this year. So who knows? Who knows? But hey, maybe things will look up next episode. I'll just have to find out. And hopefully I'll get the translated copy a little bit earlier so I can actually bring this out on a Sunday again. I'll see you next time.